What is going on, everybody? Krootman here. Welcome to my weekly live stream. We stream, I can't speak. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon. And it is a podcast-friendly format, which means that you can listen in the car and it has good replayability. At least I think it does. Stay tuned for some fun announcements on the channel soon. The only thing changing this week is we will not have a show on Friday. Unplugging is very much needed in this industry, especially when you're trying to be an influencer slash YouTuber slash all of that stuff. So I will not be around on Thursday or Friday. I was thinking about trying to do an early morning live stream on Thursday, and I still might, but I don't know if I have the time to do it, so probably not, but we will maybe see. So just expect a live stream today at noon and Wednesday at noon. I may go a little bit later on both of those. We will see, since I'm only going to have two. And thank you to everybody who has joined in. We're going to be doing some Zealous talk today. There has been a lot of interesting developments over the past weekend, and I have some GPU news I want to share as well. So, first we're going to start off with Zealous. As you guys all know, or if you don't know, you should watch my video. Miner 1.7.0 released, and the hash rate improvement is astronomical. We're talking like a 200% improvement on the 30 series and about a 30 to 40% improvement on the 40 series. I do think the 40 series kernel is borked on the miner, but it is still worth mining. So hey to everybody in the chat. Hey Zapirate, hey Chris Hanley, and hey Team Black Hat, and everybody else who's joining. Are you guys mining Zell yet? I'm actually gonna ask that in the poll. I want to know if you guys are mining Zell. Basically just a quick yes or no poll. I want to see if everybody is mining Zell or not. And if you are, make sure you watch the latest video that I just released. It dropped this morning, and I am pretty excited about it. Basically, you need to watch it if you are mining Zell, because it is a pretty big deal as it goes over all the changes that you guys should have made. For anybody that hasn't, let me show you real quick. Let me show you a screenshot of the difference between the 3070 on 1.0, and you can kind of see what it's getting here. You see 66 kilohash. These are the best settings I found on 1.0. And then if you look at if you look at, you see 1.0 right there. And if you look at Miner, you can see that we are at about 140 kilohash at the best settings I found. So it is quite the big difference from 1.0 to Rigel, and the power fluctuation is a lot different too. So again, I have a video that I linked. Go check out my channel and check out that video. It is a big deal. And Zealous profitability is holding. I am at about 120 to 130 bucks a day right now on farm wide on Zealous, and it is costing me about $62 a day to run my farm. And I'm mining on my BC250s, my CPUs, and my 4 ASICs as well. The ASICs kind of don't really count because they're small. So, I'm making, like I said, I'm making about 125 to 130 a day on Zealous alone. And that's not counting the iron that I'm mining, the cubic that I'm mining, the Zephyr, and the Chlor AI that I'm mining. So, I'm making about, I'm probably making, in terms of profits, probably almost 90 to 100 bucks a day right now. So GPU and crypto mining are not dead. Now, how long this will hold, we will see. But I think the Zealous profitability calculators are borked right now, which is a good thing, because nobody can figure out if it's profitable to mine or not. And I can tell you right now that you should be mining it, and it is profitable. I literally check at 8 a.m. every morning, and it is definitely profitable. So that's all I kind of wanted to talk about that. I am mining to K1 pool right now. I know it's got the most hash rate on it, but I don't care. If we're being 100% honest, I don't really care about decentralization in terms of that. I just want to do what I think is the most profitable for my farm. And Zealous is not even on hash rate or it's not on mining pool stats yet, which is kind of nice. Let's see how the price is doing on it. I want to show you guys the price. So checking the price, it's holding. It's only gone down about $2 since it started. It's about 15.15 right now. And I'm one of those people that's selling it, and it seems like it's enduring a lot of sell pressure, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I am selling Zell every day, and I am converting into my favorite coin, Lithium, the one that and the price is going down, and I'm pretty happy with this constant tanking of the price. But you know, that's just me. Not a lot of people are happy about that. Actually, I kind of want to check the Lithium hash rate. So the price of Lithium, by the way, for anybody listening, is down 18% in the last 7 days, 34% in the last 30 days, and 26% in the last 90 days. We are at $1.83. Look, this is following the Caspa trend. Again, not knock on wood and not financial advice, but this is following the Caspa trend to like basically the week. So I think that Lithium is a prime buying / mining opportunity, but you know, don't take my advice on that. The network hash rate has seemed to level off too, by the way. It's at about 780 terahash, which is pretty interesting. Wonder, I feel like the stream is being my stream settings are being kind of weird. That's weird. Nobody's seeing any issues, right? I don't have any issues or anything. Yeah, it looks like we're good now. That's just very weird to me. It's just being weird right now. As far as the analytics settings, I don't know why. But anyway, I'm still mining and buying into Lithium. Are you guys mining Zell? What are you guys mining? Like I think Zell's worth it. And if you're mining Zell, are you pool mining or are you solo mining it? Looking at my Zell stats on K1 pool, I would be doing let me look. So looking at my stats on K1 pool, it says that I have found, it says I have found about 38 blocks and I have gotten about 44 Zell since I started. This has been about a week-ish. Oh, no, it's not been about a week-ish now. So if we're looking, right, so 38 times, so you get like 1.3 blocks. So 38 times 1.3 Zell. You get like 1.3 Zell per every block after all the dumb fees and nonsense. So it'd be about 49-ish versus 43. So it would have been a little more profitable, but you never know. And frankly, I'm at the point right now where I can't take a gamble on that. So yeah. So that's why I am not pool mining. Oh, sorry about that. My analytics are being really weird right now. Anyway, Zell is cool though. So I did start trying to CPU mine Zell on my BC250s. I got SRB up on them, and I don't think you can CPU mine this coin anymore, right? Like looking at my Zell settings, I'm getting like 1.3 kilohash on a BC250 CPU, 1.8. And it looks like some people on like a 7900X are getting about 8 or 9 kilohash. It really just doesn't seem profitable to do on a CPU. Here, let me show you what my BC250s are playing around with. Let me get this up on here. Give me 1 second. I've got it right here. So you can kind of see what I'm messing around with right here, right? You see it? It's kind of crazy. It's like 1.8 kilohash so I don't know. Definitely seems like it's not worth it. So yeah. All right, let's see. I kind of blew, honestly. So I kind of blew through what I wanted to talk about with Zell really fast. I mean, other than the fact that it's really, really profitable and you should be mining it, I don't really have too much else to say about it. I know a lot of people don't think it's profitable, but I think you're crazy. There's not really much else out there right now. Ironfish is solid. I am mining Ironfish. Let's see what hashrate.no says. I'm gonna go on hashrate.no, the worst site ever to check mining profitability, but it does tell you what people are mining. Looking at the 4070, it says iron plus pyrum at 20 cents. It says the 3070s, wow, are only making about 14 cents right now. So I would probably be doing like iron plus Nautilus. Right now it says they want you to mine Conflux. Wow. So the only issue with mining Conflux, right? Let me show you this. Because I was mining Conflux for quite a while, right? The only issue with mining Conflux is there's really no easy way out of it. Like there's really no easy swap out if you're in the US, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, it's definitely annoying. And so it's not showing me how many people are watching the stream right now. It's kind of weird. It's almost like I don't have it set for the right settings, but it's working right. I don't know. Stream's being weird. But yeah, so Conflux's price is at 21 cents. Overall, its health for the last 30 days is fine. It's down 20%, which is fine compared to everything else. I don't know, guys. I wouldn't mind Conflux just because it's hard to off-ramp if you're an American. Just my opinion. But these profitability numbers, so if the 3070 is making about 20 cents, I would only be making I would be making like 10 to 15 bucks a day total farm-wide profit. So it would be pretty low. Oh, that's not good. And it would not be good at all. So basically what I'm trying to say is Zell profitability numbers are not showing up, but I'm telling you right now that I am making way more mining Zell than anything else. I'm literally making 125 to 130 bucks a day right now farm-wide. So you do the math. Nothing's even coming close. Everybody's kind of telling me not to tell everybody this, but I'm just saying nothing is coming close right now. As far as the CPUs are going, it looks like Zephyr's still the most profitable thing. And it looks like the 3800X numbers aren't the most accurate because I'm making about 38 cents, not 16. I'm making about 38 cents on a 3900X. So I don't know how accurate these hashrate.no numbers are. So yeah. So that's really kind of it as far as mining goes. There's nothing really going on right now. Mining is kind of taking a beating. Unless you're mining Zell, it's really kind of getting its butt kicked, honestly. And even if you're up mining Zell, if you didn't update to Raggle Miner, then I'd have half the hash rate I'd have now. I went from 7 mega hash to, or 7.5 mega hash to 15 mega hash. Happy Monday for you guys, right? It's kind of not the best time to be GPU or CPU mining right now. And GPU prices are kind of taking a beating right now as well. Are you guys actually buying right now? Because I think this is a fantastic time to buy. I really do. I'm really bullish on the market right now. It doesn't hurt that I'm actually making money, but I'm very bullish on the market as well, especially in terms of buying GPUs. Now, I'm not buying anything but the 170HX, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure the 170HX is making more than this right now. So, especially on Zell. Now, I wonder if the 40 series, if the Zell numbers, I wonder if it's more profitable to put them on something else besides Zell. I would tend not to think so, just based on how profitable everything, the farm is in general. So I just have my 40 series on Zell right now. They're making the 4060 Ti's are doing about 90-ish. So catching up on chat. Gaming with Smokey Dan says soon got a 1600 watt PSU on the way. Then I can fill up the rigs with cards and move some around. That's awesome. I think that, it's interesting because at least in the Northeast, we're getting summer temperatures, but it's not it doesn't feel as hot. up here, and like my farm, especially mining Zell, my farm is doing great. Like I don't have to worry about heat at all. Actually, lately the fans have actually been shutting off and letting the farm get hotter because it's just not hot at all. I'll let me show you guys my hold on. Let me show you guys my let me show you my hive again real quick. I'll show you how well the farm is doing in terms of heat. Let me show you this. So you can see here are the GPUs that are on. Here's everything that's on, and you can see what I'm mining. Nothing to hide here. You can basically see it's, hold on. You gotta bear with me. The screen is being a little funny. I am not the best with this sometimes. But you can see everything is green. Let me turn everything off. Let me go to all the online cards only. And you can see what we're mining. So just basically Zell and Zill. Zell and Zill. Everywhere. Everywhere. Right? Now obviously there's iron too. I'm doing cubic and iron on the BC250s. Now you kind of can go back and forth between that and wart, honestly. I kind of want to see the BC250s do on cubic this week, so it's more of an experiment than anything. The profits are basically more or less very similar. And then you can see I've got my BC160 and MI50 rig on iron. And then I have an NVIDIA one-off rig on iron, Zill, and Nexa. I'm actually probably going to move that one to Zill too. I just was kind of waiting for a better miner. So I'm probably going to maybe move that one over. I don't know yet. We'll see. Probably am going to do that after the stream is done and just crank more into it. But basically it's Zell, iron, and one rig on Chlor AI. And that's what I'm doing farm-wide. And I have Zephyr too. So it's doing pretty well. Catching up on chat. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, weekend was tough as it was the hottest day so far here in the UK. But loving the cool weather today. 64C at 100% fans, mid-50s at 35% on one rig, and 50 to 70% on the other rig. That's awesome. Now I've actually noticed that Rigel miners running these things a little hotter. You can kind of see my 3070s right here. Well, they were hotter yesterday. Now they're pretty cool. I've got one EVGA GPU that hates me. And I should maybe tweak the settings on that. But I probably won't, honestly. Like, just going through my different rigs, you can kind of see what everything is looking like. Obviously, like, I theoretically should be tweaking this per 3070, but I don't care enough to do that. That's a lot of work, and I don't want to spend that kind of time on this. You can see the 40 series here, what they're doing. I only have one 40 series rig. Temperatures are great, obviously. When I say 140 series rig, I mean one that's not 4060 Ti's. I'm going to be moving these into an octo miner soon, but you can see the 4070, 4070 Ti, 4080, 4080 Super, or 4070 Super. Sorry, I don't have a 4080 Super or a 4070 Ti Super, as I don't really think those are worth it. I wouldn't have a 4080 either but I got it really cheap. Let's show you here, I'll show you some of the octos. You can kind of see, so you can kind of check these out. Some of these EVGA ones or some of the Zotac ones don't like my high settings and crash a little bit. I actually probably need to restart some of I'm actually going to probably restart this rig now that I think about it. But overall, all the 3070s are doing pretty good. You could see the 170HX is slamming this. They're getting about 220. They crush Zell. They are like the Zell king, actually, guys. I'm placing an order of 170HXs this week. I'm gonna get 2 or 3. I don't know how many I'm getting yet. It just depends on my my disposable income, actually. We'll see what I'm gonna get. So, but you could just see, like, honestly, these 170HXs, they slam. My goal for the rest of the month is probably to buy at least like 4 or 5 more. I want to get as many of them as I can this summer. Zotacs. Zotacs more like so crap. Look, gaming with Smoky Dan, those Zotacs I paid like $150 a GPU for. So it's kind of hard to get mad at them when you don't see them totally doing perfectly on the performance. And frankly, the EVGAs are just as angry at me. Some of my EVGAs anyway. What's going on, Jock Miner? He says, hey, all. Hope everybody's enjoying catching up with me. You can see the 40 series here, my 4070s. They're doing pretty good. One thing I did notice, if given the choice of buying Hynix memory or Samsung memory for the 4090, for the 4060 Ti's, I would definitely buy the Hynix. Unlike the 3060 Ti's, the 4060 Ti's Hynix seems to be better. And Smoky Dan says, I get it, you get what you pay for. Yeah, look, like I said, you can't beat that price on those Zotacs, so you kind of just deal with it. And honestly, like I said, it doesn't bother me. I kind of just find the settings that I can slam all 75 of my 3070s on, and I kind of just deal with it. They basically all rotate between 135 mega hash to 140, and on Zill they all do the same exact thing. So the difference really isn't too much. Let me go to my 3060 Ti's. These are the last 12 I'm running. The goal is to get rid of these eventually. We'll see if I can pull it off or not. But you can see we're looking at about 117 versus 140 at about similar power consumption. It's not easy to get these. Sorry, it's not easy to get these things much more power. You can't push them much harder. You just kind of have to deal with the fact that they are generally just worse. So kind of why I want to get rid of them. Honestly, like I said, I want to replace them with 170 HXs. How long it takes me to do that, we'll see, honestly. So, but yeah, you can see the farm's doing pretty good. I'll give you a quick BC 250 update. You could just see one of them. You can just see one of them right here. Just they're on cubic and iron. Basically, the goal to see if they're worth it. I think if I can find one soul a day on between all 24 of my BC 250s, I think it'll be more profitable than putting them on Wart. We will see if I am proven right or wrong on that. But it's not the end of the world. And honestly, with the fact that I use so much less power with Zell, it kind of makes slamming the BC 250s and running them with makes it a lot easier to run them, honestly. So that's really it. That's really it as far as what I'm doing mining. Like I said, there's kind of not a lot going on in terms of the mining front. There's kind of just a lot of negative. There's definitely a lot of negative energy going on with mining right now, which is kind of a bummer. You see a lot of small miners struggling right now, and it definitely sucks. And there's not. And with the hash rate calculators kind of borked for Zell, it's turning off a lot of people on them, so I'm kind of happy with that. Gaming with Smoky Dan says, if I can't get the 6 I want, I may hit you up. Smoky Dan, hit me up, man. I will definitely sell them to you. I'll give you 6 good ones. I just dropped my Red Bull on the floor. That is a bummer. That'll be a good botched one. That's a bummer. So I have to wipe this off while I talk to you guys. Yeah, Smoky Dan, hit me up. I'll definitely sell them to you. So I'm trying to get rid of them sooner rather than later because I did find a pretty good. I found a pretty cheap site. I wouldn't say like cheap, but I found a pretty good seller on Alibaba for 170 HXs, and they're the kind I need. So I definitely would like to get rid of these sooner rather than later, so that I can start upgrading. I would like. Obviously, you always are upgrading the farm, and the farm is always a work in progress. But I would like to try to get all my 170 HXs in place that I'm going to buy sooner rather than later. And honestly, what I think I'll probably be doing is I'll probably be selling some 3070s. I actually popped out my For the Win 3 models. I sold one to Beginner's Block, and I might be selling. I'm selling the other one, so if anybody wants that one, let me know. But I may even start moving to sell some 3070s too. I was thinking about getting another one or two MI50s because I can get them pretty cheap and make a 12 card BC/MI50 rig. because I really like having HBM memory GPUs. I think they're going to do well when everything goes crazy, but we'll see. Nerdbeast says, hello everyone, hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope you all had a good weekend. I basically unplugged all weekend minus Rigo. So Rigo Miner released on Mother's Day. And it released on Saturday. I'm sorry. It released a Saturday before Mother's Day. And I didn't bother with it till I got home from doing Mother's Day festivities. And I kind of spent most of the night messing with it and tweaking with it. So that was a nice relaxing way to spend Saturday. But other than that, I'm all good. My toddlers are crying upstairs, and it kind of gets annoying to try to stream while listening to toddlers crying. And my oldest toddler is probably crying for no reason because he tends to do that sometimes. But there is some GPU news. I do kind of want to pivot a little bit to that. One, it actually, you can kind of relate it to mining. PC Gamer, I'm kind of disappointed in PC Gamer because I really like them. And I feel like PC Gamer kind of dropped the ball with an article they released. They released an article that was pretty negative on AMD. And I want to share that article with you. I got to find it. AMD GPUs, PC Gamer. Let's see. Yeah. So here's the article, but let me answer the question on stream first. Krootman, Jock Miner says, Krootman, do you do much selling on your Discord marketplace? I do selling on my Discord marketplace. Feel free to, I'll start listing my GPUs on there too. My Discord marketplace used to be a lot bigger. A lot of people have done a lot of stuff on it. It's one of the few channels that I heavily mod. So yeah, I'll list my GPUs on my Discord marketplace. If anybody wants to look at them, you're welcome to put a bid on them too. I'll get those up later today. Not a bid. I'm going to show what I want to sell them for. So I will put them up there, and I will ship internationally. The only thing though, I'm going to be upfront with you guys. So when I ship internationally, I won't do PayPal, friends and get goods and services, only crypto or friends and family, because I do not control the shipments once they leave the US. Now I understand that may not be what some people like. I'm always upfront in terms of how I sell. But I do know how to ship to the UK, and I have shipped to the UK quite a bit, and I've never had any problems. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, in the process of saving up, only thing could be the shipping, but will def let you know. Been building pallet-only farm for GPUs. So, you guys, there are some Amazon GPUs that are under MSRP for like the 40 series that you can get from Galax that I know ship internationally because the marketplace is like an Asian store. So you could also look at that as well. But pivoting a little bit, one of the things I did want to address today too, this article really kind of aggravated me. It says AMD's gaming graphics business looks like it's in terminal decline. And I'm kind of relating it to GPU mining because the fact that you can't really mine Zealous on AMD has kind of turned some people off. But like AMD's graphics division is not in terminal decline, right? I don't buy that at all. RDNA 4 is coming out and it's going to be a house. RDNA 5 could be a Blackwell killer. Like, don't kid yourself, and don't think that Nvidia is not releasing Blackwell because they want to. They're releasing it because AMD is forcing their hand. So like, this is such crap. They're looking at some sales numbers, and everybody had a drop off. Like, one of the quotes is, for the first quarter of 2024, AMD said his gaming revenues were down 48% compared to the same period in 2023. Of course they are. This is like a down year. The year's been down as a whole. The Super Series just launched with massive price cuts during the first quarter. Like, what did you think was going to happen? I would not read into that at all. Plus, they're still having to compete with the fact that you can still buy some of the 6000 series in the marketplace. This article, honestly, is crap. And it says, even AMD thinks things will get worse before they get better. Look, quarter 2 and quarter 3 are going to be a bomb. Blackwell's going to release. Everybody's waiting for Blackwell and RDNA 4. Why would you buy new graphics cards right now unless you can get them for a massively cheap deal? I'm not buying new graphics cards right now, AMD or Nvidia. I'm buying used 170HXs. Let's see. Jock Miner asks, will you mark down the value to avoid import fees? just DM me and we can work out things. I only do things on the up and up, but like I said, just shoot me a DM and we can get things taken care of. But like going back to this article, it really frustrates me because articles like this are just clickbait. Like, you're reading it and you're not learning anything new. None of this is new news. And like, of course sales are going to be down before your next generation is going to come up. I'm sure obviously the crypto boom and the graphics card shortage of the last generation, when I say last, I mean 2 generations ago technically, for RDNA 2 and Ampere, you can't take that into consideration. But I'm sure GPU sales were down during the 5700 XT, like during Navi 1, Polaris, and Turing, when there was a market downturn. I don't know, guys. I just think that everything will be fine. AMD does the Steam Deck GPUs. They do Microsoft. They do PlayStation. This is just a load of garbage. Don't listen to articles like this. I actually am more excited for AMD GPUs than I am for NVIDIA, because I think there's going to be a lot more innovation on the AMD side, and I'm really, really excited to see RDNA 4 and RDNA 5. And if anything, these sales drops may make them price RDNA 4 and 5 more competitively. Gaming with Smokey Dan says AMD has such great new integrated CPUs on the way to no need to make GPUs at the high end. I don't necessarily know that I agree with that. I would think that if the AMD integrated GPUs get to the point where we see like a 3070 or like a 6700 XT equivalent, I would think that would kill the low end, like anything below like a 60 Ti. So anything below a 60 Ti on Nvidia's front. And anything below, say like a 700, like a 700 series on the AMD front. NerdBeast says, actually listen to the article and sell all of your AMD GPUs. I will start offering you $5 for each AMD GPU you have. Yeah, right. I know I lost some people because they wanted to hear more about crypto than me ranting about AMD GPUs. But smash that like button, please, even if you're on your way out. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I think it's crazy to think down on AMD GPUs right now. I'm really, really happy with them. Like, I don't know, guys. I hate clickbait articles like this. So look, sometimes we're all guilty of clickbait at some point, but I would not, man. I would not. Gaming with Smokey Dan is trying to sell all of his like 2009 AMD GPUs to NerdBeast for $5. Hey man, I'll facilitate that transaction. Sounds like a good deal. You should definitely do that. But yeah, I'm not happy with this. I think it's a clickbait article, and let's move on. One thing I did see though, I saw something on videocards.com. I think it was Video Cards, where they're talking about, is it here? I saw something on the next series. They're like, AMD is already working on their, the one after Blackwell. I forget what the code name is off the top of my head, and that we could see the AI versions within a year, which makes sense. It's generally like a 2-year cycle these days. If they were going to break the 2-year cycle, I thought between Ada and Blackwell, they would have did it, but obviously they're not going to, and hopefully Intel can push everybody, so maybe we won't have that happen. Some positive AMD news that I think came out this weekend actually is RDNA 5 architecture might feature a new naming scheme, which would be kind of cool. It would be kind of nice to not have like the 9900. I don't know. I don't like the current AMD naming scheme, so I would kind of be ready for it to change. Jockminer. Okay, Jockminer said I sent you a request for a DM. Jockminer, I'll respond to you after I'm done with the stream. NerdBeast says, did you switch to Raggle for Zell mining? Yes. Yes, I did. So you missed the beginning of this stream where I pretty much talked about it. Check out my last video that I released this morning. You will see everything. I break down the comparisons between the 3070 and the 4060 Ti in terms of power consumption and hash rate. And on the 3070s, I talk about the power fluctuation. And I also do a little bit of overclock talk on that as well. I did mix up memory offset and memory clock on my spreadsheet, so make sure you go check that out, but note that they should just be reversed. So yes, I did talk about that. But they're talking about the RDNA 5 after the 8000 series. They might be redoing the naming skew, which would be nice, honestly. I would like to see it being renamed because I'm not a fan of the naming structure. While we're at it, can we also rename laptop GPUs? Can we just rename them across the board? Please, can we do that as well? Because laptop GPUs are a scam. And maybe one day I'll go off on a tirade on that. Nerdbeast says, my bad, I was getting lunch ready. We'll check the video. Oh, it's all good, man. I appreciate you checking out the video. I know that you guys are doing other things while you're listening to my live streams, and I definitely appreciate it. I'm about to eat after this. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, I hope you made enough for the chat. Yeah, them be the rules. Yeah, whenever you guys make lunch, you got to send me some, right? or you could just send me GPUs or donations for the channel so that I can make more fun content. I actually feel like I'm starting to get to a better place monetarily. I would like to find a few more sponsors. This thing will never be able... I would like it one day to be able to support me, but for now, if it would just be able to be a solid supplemental income stream, it would definitely be nice. At least pay for my lunches, right? AK asked, is Xelis on Trade Ogre yet? Yeah, it's been there for a few weeks now. You can mine directly to Trade Ogre if you want. I will not ever admit if I'm doing that or not, and I will never tell you whether you should do that or you shouldn't. Send me your address in Discord and I'll send donuts to you. You could just, I'll send you my crypto address. You could send me the price of those donuts if you want. Don't send food to me. Food kind of spoils. But again, if anybody does feel the need to donate or contribute in any way, I am eternally grateful. I am not begging, but it definitely does help fund everything, as I'm kind of broke. Life makes you broke. Again, not in a bad situation, and I'm only broke in terms of buying crypto mining hardware. Don't want to put false accusations out there that I'm actually broke. So hopefully they do change the naming skew, but just checking out any news for the week as far as GPUs go, there wasn't too much going on. Nothing really broke during the weekend. It was kind of a quiet weekend. Again, it's kind of like a little bit of a depressing crypto mining weekend. I mean, it's tough right now. You hear a lot of things and a lot of negative things in the space. Not a lot of coins are up, but interestingly enough, Octaspace is up. And look, I'm not going to tell you that ASICs are great to buy, but the only ASICs that I believe in, the Jazz miners, are doing pretty well right now. There was an interesting thing this weekend. Now, it kind of got debunked. I messed around with it for a little bit, but Mining for People had it where you could get your ice rivers onto Carlson hash. I don't believe they actually did. It might have just been like kind of like a swap. If you look at Carlson, and I did this for a night, and I think I lost like 41 cents because it was not behaving accurately. But if you look at Mining for People on this pool right here, you can see they had a pretty big hash rate spike and then it went down. So I don't know if they were just getting cheeky or anything, but I wasted a few hours of GPU mining or KS0 mining. But like besides Octaspace, really everything is kind of down. There's not a lot of coins that are up right now. Let's see, NerdB says, same here. I have no more hardware money. I spent the last few on Nano BTC miners. Look, man, I don't know how I feel about those Nano BTC miners. Now, look, all YouTubers have shilled a lottery miner at some point or another. I like the the Jingo mining one because it has some cool stats on it, and it's only $50. and $50 is the price of a night at the bar. So I'm kind of like $50 for a gag is fine. Like, it doesn't matter to me. NerdBeast says Micro Center is my favorite store. Yep. AK says, Kroot, I think with enough support, you can get a Micro Center sponsorship. Yeah, I'm going to reach out to Micro Center, actually. I kind of want to reach out and maybe do some kind of launch event for the 5000 series. I'm going to reach out to their corporate office. I've worked with them unofficially at the store level in the past. So that is something that I will be doing this week or next week. Let's see. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, I blame Panda. Hey man, it's good that he can support it. I mean, like, he finds good products, and you know, supporting him is good. He's the OG. He's been doing this forever, so definitely supporting him has been good. You guys should buy BC250s. No, seriously though, that partnership has been going pretty well actually. With PCSP, I'm gonna look to expand that. I've been having pretty good luck with those. Maskless Ninja says currently mining Carlson hash via Nautilus. Maskless Ninja, Nautilus is a sleeper right now. If I was triple mining, I would be on Nautilus because look at the network hash rate. It is non-existent. Now, support for the algorithm is pretty much non-existent. But like, look at this hash rate. It is so incredibly low. Like, as long as the price doesn't go to basically zero, like as long as the price holds, it's mineable, guys. I mean, the price just keeps going down. Oh, let me pull up Nautilus. Sorry. Like, as long as the price doesn't go to basically zero, I mean, it's holding. I mean, it's down 63% in the last 30 days, but it's only down 5% in the last 7. So if you were going to mine something and then swap out, Nautilus isn't a bad one, especially if you don't want to mine Zil, or Exil. Sorry, I get that confused. But like mining iron, Nautilus, and Zil is probably not a bad way to go. Let's see. Using Maskless Ninja says using 20, 30, 40 series NVIDIA. I need to do some more testing on my 20 series. I'm going to probably try out I'm pretty certain on Zell, the 2080 Ti is a banger. Let's see. AK says, why are all the crypto guys starting their usernames with red, like Red Panda, Red Fox? They've been around for a while. I don't know why they do it. I couldn't tell you. NerdB says, to be honest, the Nano was a better deal than the Mars, BTC, and that the other YouTubers were promoting. Probably. Decentral Tech is sending me one of their mini miners that I said I'd do a video on to try it. I'll try it. I don't really know. Red is a lucky color in China, Jock Miner says. Maskless Ninja, you're getting a ton of coins. Look, I already have a bag of Nautilus, so I'm not keen on building a bigger bag of it. If I was going to build a bag of anything, it'd probably be Dynex. But you figure you can't lose using your solar farm. Not at all. You need low power coins with your off-the-grid setup. I'd be mining Zell if I were you then, man. Zell uses not that much more power. And you can dial down your Zell settings pretty hard and go for efficiency if you wanted to. 20 series seem good on KLS coins. Yeah, they probably seem fine. AK says, Kroot, what's the efficiency and power cost like for your Zell rigs? I showed them earlier. You can rewind the stream and take a look. And you can also look at my video I released earlier today. Long story short, my farm, I checked the total usage of everything from ASICs to CPUs to GPUs right now. It's about $61 a day for everything. And I'm making probably like 160-ish a day right now in terms of profit. Ozzy says still bullish on Cubic. Hey Ozzy, my Cubic, my 3900X last week made which I should probably do a video on, made $27 or $27 in a week. You can't beat that profitability on anything. And checking my Cubic right now, it looks like I've been on Cubic now for Iron and Cubic for almost 4 days. I've found about 3 souls. I needed to average out to one soul a day, I think, on all my BC250s to make it profitable, but I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure. I'm at 150 solutions since last Wednesday. Jesus, Ozzy. Ozzy, do you have your whole farm on Cubic? I literally just have my BC250s on Cubic, which is 24. Wow, you've 20 kilohash. You've 20k kilohash. Oh my goodness, or 20 kilohash. I have 1.4 kilohash on them. So that's wild. Good for you, man. I could not get my CPUs to run Cubic. They kept restarting for some reason, NerdBeast is saying. That's weird. I wonder what you're doing that's causing them to restart. Shoot me a DM, and if I have time, I can try to help you on it. Wow, dude. How are you at 150 solutions? I'm at 5 total. I have 5 solutions, which isn't terrible considering that I literally have 24 BC250s and only one 7900X on it. The rest of my CPUs are on Zephyr. I can't get myself to bring them off Cubic. Especially since Zell is so bad. I don't know. Most on Cubic, some on Zell, AMD, other spec coins. Yeah, I hear you. Ozzy, DM me later. DM me on Twitter or DM me on Discord and we'll chat. Obviously, guys, sometimes people are sworn to secrecy where they get their info and they cannot share. So always be respectful of people not wanting to share with you. And if anybody does share with you and asks you to keep it under wraps, please do. People are trying to get me to keep the Rigel upgrade under wraps, but like if you put it on the Hive upgrade, it's out there. Like that's not quiet. I've got a lot of 4090s and they are insane after this last epoch. Yeah, I was thinking I actually might move my 40 series to Cubic. I might actually DM you. They were telling me to do that a few days ago. I just never got around to it. I'm probably going to stop streaming at about 1 o'clock, maybe 1:15, and then I might move my 40 series to Cubic. I mean, they're doing good on Zell, so it's like 6 in one, half dozen in the other. Jock Miner got 3 souls on one 5900 XT. That's pretty awesome, guys. I definitely think you're doing. You guys are doing pretty good on that in that regard. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was more positive GPU mining news lately. I want to see how many more. I actually kind of want to see how many more BC250s have sold on PCXP. I'm curious to see how they're doing on stock. I'm sure they're going to get plenty more. Do they not have them up here? Huh. PCXP. Crypto mining gear. Let's see. Oh, well, there we go. They are listing Octo miners soon, by the way, guys. I do want to share that with you. I didn't know that they had that updated yet. I'm going to give you a code for those, but they have Octo miners up at a pretty reasonable price. They're at a very, very reasonable price. So I'm going to have those up soon. But they've sold a decent. They're selling about 20 of these things a week, so they're slowly going. So yeah, they're slowly going on them. You should definitely look into these guys. They are not a bad deal. I am biased though. The only CPU I've got not on GPUs on Cubic. Oh yeah, you're doing that bonk thing, Jock Miner. That's right. I remember you were telling me that. I'm actually tempted to get another BC250. I don't know. Because, like I said, I do like their profitability in terms of how much power they use. If you have decent power rates, you cannot beat the BC250. Yeah, definitely. I definitely don't think the resale value on these will be higher until they sell out of them. And I don't know how long that will take. But we will... but we'll see. So, yeah. So, there's that. I do want to let you know that they do have the Octo miners up. I think I'll be getting one in from them soon to test out. 429 for an X12. You really kind of can't beat that. And then they have them with RX 470s in them. I think that's interesting too. I'll be reaching out to them. They told me they were coming, so it's nice to see them listed. I bought one on eBay. It was impossible to pay on their website. Parzival, what happened? I'll ask him. Parzival says I bought one on eBay. It was impossible for them to pay on their website. I'll reach out to them and let them know that you had some issues with them. So they also have GPUs on here too. They also have GPUs that you can get on here as well. And like I said, it's a pretty good company. This is PCSP Nerd Beast. I'll put a link for the Octominers right here, and make sure you put code Krootman in. You can't really beat that price for an X12. You'll see a video on these soon. Yeah, man. Make sure you put Krootman on there as well. Like I said, I'll be probably getting one from them. I'll be doing a video on an unboxing from these. I'm probably gonna buy one too. Yeah, they got a lot of them in stock. I'm gonna try to see if I can't get them to send me a pair of them. So yeah. It's pretty exciting. And the shipping, I think the shipping is free. You can't, guys, you really can't beat those prices. Again, I will reach out and talk to them and see what they have going on. So yeah, that's I don't really have much to say. I kind of blew through all my topics really fast today. If you guys want to talk about anything, these Octominer prices are incredible, by the way. You definitely can't beat those. Yeah. You got any questions, any comments? I'm probably going to stop at one, as I do have some things I want to take care of. And this is weird. I'm running out of gas on this stream. There wasn't too much news. I wish they had the other model, though, the one with 5 fans. That's fair. That's fair, and I think that's the one that I have in my farm, is the one with 5 fans. So I'm definitely going to do a comparison with the 4 and 5 fan ones. And those are the low power spec models. Masterless Ninja, what do you mean by that? The lower power spec. I'll do a deep dive into it as well. And even if they are the lower power models, you still just put like 3070s in them. I don't know. You don't have to put the higher end ones in. But they definitely do look like the older, based on the pictures, they definitely do look like the older Octominers too. Huh. And also, I think they got these off a farm with like 470s in them, because they're selling them with just 470s in them. But you can't really beat that deal. $150. It looks like it's $130 for 12 470s. I'm gonna see if I can get them to send me that. It only has 3 750 watt power supplies in it too. How old are they, Krootman? Really old models, it looks like. CT Mine says. Yeah, I'll do, like I said, I'll ask, and I've got the Mini 12X super lame. Well, I'll check it. When they send me one, I'll definitely check it out, and I'll do a video on it to see if it's worth buying. Look, even if they're older models, as long as they can fit 2 slot, they're probably worth it. Nerdby says, my OCD will drive me crazy having all 5 fan cases but 1 4 model. Nothing to do with performance. Look, man, OCD is OCD. I don't care. I have mix of cases all over my shed. I don't know. Double checked specs. Double check the specs. Well, look, like I said, I'll see. These definitely do look older. As long as they fit 2 slot models, I don't know. It's not like there's much of a better alternative. Now, look, I'm not telling you to go out and buy these right away. Let me check it out first. So if it only fits 2 model, like if it only fits smaller models, like if it's like the minis where it only fits like 2 slot, that will definitely put a hamper on it, and it might definitely lead me to put a ton of disclaimers out there. Ozzy says he's driving. It's hard to type, but I don't really know where you're gonna get better deals right now. If we go to GPU risers, what are they selling the R9s for? I want to get them to sponsor me too. What are they selling R9s for? $700 for the R9s. They can fit 3 slots, but they're $300 more. I don't know. Octomine still sold out. Guys, I don't know if Octominer is still even there. I don't even know where you can... I don't even know if you can even buy them from their site. Let's see. Enter our shop. Octominer X8, X12. Yeah, they're out of stock on Octominer. For both of them, it looks like. I think they went bankrupt, guys. I don't even think they're real anymore. I know the R8s are basically just rebranded ones. I mean, they're definitely different. I have one that I got from somebody. I don't know. Like, even if these are the old ones, I'll take a look, right? But even if these are the old ones, $430 bucks is kind of hard to beat. I don't really know that there's much better out there. I don't know how to spell the virtue thingy. Here, let's go to... I don't really know if there's much better out there right now. I mean... You can buy some of these ones on eBay, but like when you buy those... I don't know if you guys saw my short, but when you buy those older mining server cases, you get issues. They're cheap, but they're really annoying. I believe Red Pine Mining has a code for Octominer that saves 50 bucks. It would be nice if they weren't sold out. So I'm at 12:56. So I'm about to get offline. If anybody, 4 minutes left. Anybody have any questions or comments? If anybody does, please let me know. Look, if that unit even only allows 2 slaughters, you can make it work with 2. I mean, I could make it work with 2 slaughters anyway. But I get why you would be hesitant if it was 2 slaughter. And again, that will be something that I will definitely make a note of. Like I said, I should have one of these coming in soon from PCSP's website. I don't really have too much else to add. Anybody, like I said, anybody have any questions or concerns? If not, this was a fun stream. I definitely don't feel like I got the momentum of previous streams, not against anybody else. I just felt a little off today. I really appreciate you guys coming in and joining me on this stream. CT Mine says fill it with 3070s. That's all I would fill it with. 3070s or 170 HXs. Well, probably not 170 HXs, but I would probably fill it with 3070s or 4060 Ti's, which is what most of you are only buying anyway. So yeah, again, I appreciate you guys joining today. Now, we will only have a Wednesday live stream. I might go longer on Wednesday if we get some good momentum. I don't think I'll have one on Thursday. I don't think I'll have time. So I just think there'll be one on Monday and Wednesday, and then the week after is Memorial Day weekend. I think I'll be able to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday might be a different kind of stream, though. I may be in a different location. I don't know yet. We will figure it out. But thank you guys again for tuning into this stream. As always, please like and subscribe. I'm going to check the poll. 75% of you are not mining Zell. Okay, well, you saw the profitability I'm doing. I can't force you guys to do it. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Again, please like, subscribe, help the algorithm. I'm fighting with the algorithm right now because I do a mix of mining and gaming and GPU content, and I have I'm not going to change it anytime soon, is what I'm getting at. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am out. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I hope you're all safe and you have a great night. Peace.